I want to move on to Quest because you have been playing it's hard to explain where these games come from, but it's they've been around for a while, and now this latest one seems to be doing okay. Zach, what
Yeah.
have you been playing?
I've been playing the new Rune Factory game. I'm gonna share my screen. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Share your
man.
screen.
I'm gonna
Saves
I'm
me from
gonna
having to
show
share
you
mine.
show you guys the game. Let's
Yeah.
see.
This is Guardians of Azuma, correct?
Guardians of Azuma. Yeah. Let's see. Entire screen. Here we go. That's Elden Ring. Okay. You can look at my Steam library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played
Show us
played
the hidden games, Zach.
I've played 28 hours, almost 20 to
Man,
29.
look at that. In
Um,
2 days.
Basically, I mean, over the weekend, yeah,
Wow.
I went a little crazy. Yeah. So this is technically it's not. So it's this game in like the Rune Factory chronology is happening during Rune Factory 5. So it's like it's not an official like sequel to Rune Factory 5, but it's kind of this like offshoot. So it makes
Huh.
with what they've done with the core like mechanics and gameplay, it makes sense for it to be kind of an offshoot. Um so I'm gonna turn the volume down for me
Mm-hmm.
so I can hear. So this game, if you don't know this series, it's a farming simulator game, and it also has like action and like there's grinding and there's like relationships. So it has all the stuff you expect from like a farming game. But what makes this one different is it kind of takes the
Hmm.
concept of a farming game and multiplies it by 10, right? So
Hmm.
it's instead of it being so kind of the hook here is you have different villages that have different seasons. So this is the spring village, and it's always spring in the
Mm-hmm.
spring village. Then you have the winter village, you have the summer village, and you have the autumn village. So what this means is certain crops grow better in those areas, which is cool. But you can grow certain crops, so you can grow crops that are for the winter region in the summer region. But if you farm them, you don't get seeds, right? So you
Hmm.
want to keep getting your seeds and keep kind of having that. There's a very distinct kind
It's
of
raining.
like like a like kind of uh progression that it just keeps kind of evolving and getting bigger and bigger. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you a farm, right?
That's
So
a
I
good
I
rain
can
effect.
Yeah, it
oh
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can move pretty fast. Because so if you see on the bottom right, I have this fan, and this fan gives you run like a run speed boost. But so you're basically this guy called the Earth Dancer, and you're because of story reasons that I can't talk about, you're kind of this chosen one to help re kind of reintroduce these villages that have been cut off from the greater world.
Hmm.
So you get these instruments from the gods that kind of live in each village. So the idea is the gods that live in the village are these deities, and you want to farm and make your place look nice so you can level up the gods and they can have their power back to stop the bad guy, right? So you're kind of inclined to make things look pretty and farm more and kind of increase your production constantly.
Hmm.
So the way it does this by increasing kind of the output of a farming game, because normally you would like walk out of your house, go talk to people, like farm, put like grab stuff and go put it in the shed to sell, and that would kind of be it, right? But imagine having to do that in 4 towns every single day, which seems like a lot, right? But if you see on the right,
Hmm.
there's these things that pop up and there's these villagers. They work for me. So they're these villagers that I've saved that have come to live in my town, and I've assigned them jobs, right? So I can come in here and they all have stats and qualities that will make them good or bad at something. So these are my farmers. This guy logs, says on the top, logging. This guy's my blacksmith. He has the quality of journeyman smith, so he can smith. So you see how this kind of comes together and kind of expands the idea of a farming simulator, right? So imagine doing this in 4 different places. I got a whole cast of people that I've saved and that I've moved around and allocated accordingly to certain shops. And like each village has different shops, each village has a different layout, each village has different types of people. So I can move people around. I even have barns with animals that I get stuff from. So there's that kind of like idea of constantly increasing, kind of making it more like kind of like a factory, right? Which is like cool to me because I've played so many farming games that I kind of just understand the general like flow. Like I wake up, I do my plants, talk to my animals, give them food, go talk to the people, go to bed, right? Whatever. But this is not like that at all. This is where it kind of gets a little crazy, right? Because I have the villagers, I have all this stuff, but I can click here to pull out my hoe, and you see on the left, I have all these like stat increases, buildings placed, farming increased, HP are like all these things are being increased by what I've laid around in my village. There's multiple places in here. Like I'll pull up the map. There's multiple places. This is a place I can lay stuff out. This is a place I can lay stuff out, and so is this.
Are those unlocked from right when you get into the village, or
no?
Okay.
You have to make progress with your like your village level up in the top, and also through the story as well. You'll unlock more things that you can allocate, but mostly it's through the village level. So you unlock more places as you level up. So here is where it gets cool. This is the normal view for a farming game, right? You click R3, you zoom out, and you get this. You get this kind of tactical view. And you can do everything that you would do on your farm here. So like, it kind of sucks that it's raining, but I could water all my plants from here. I can plant seeds from here, right? I can move trees around. Like I have a lot of power to kind of make this my own, and also again, like so here are these fields that are empty, right? So the farmers will water and they'll grab produce and put it in the bin. It's up to you to allocate the seeds, right? So you see here, potato, bottom, until harvest, 5 days, grows well in spring, not suited for, not available. So, okay, I'll put these potatoes here, and then I can just plant them here, right? I can do this instead of walking over to it. Or I can exit that, go over here, plant them like this, which is like, it's fine, right? But this is a lot faster. This is a lot cooler. So you can just kind of like teleport to your towns and be like, okay, do this, and then you're like, okay, I need to address the other part of the game, because besides farming, there's also a world outside where you fight things, and where you fight things and you explore. It's also really important. So they're these like, they're not massive, but they're very open. So I can teleport over here, and there's just monsters, and there used to be a lot of areas that were cursed still, because I've been having to revitalize the land, so there's a lot of like areas that are just like dead, and I've brought them back. So you kind of go through these maps and clear them out. And usually they're these little like these like frog statues or like treasure chests and stuff. So the frog statues that you find are hidden around the map, and those will give you your upgrades for weapons and things to craft. So what is really cool to me is the progression in the story and where you're at level wise is in relation to the items and things you find in the game. So it's like, okay, this sword I found is for this level, and the resources I need are in this area. So whenever you go to a new area, you travel around, find the frogs, heal the land, and then you get crafting recipes for the weapons and things that are suited for that level. So it's like, it's a very clear kind of like progression. It's very good at leading you through without it being overwhelming. It's a lot, but it forces you to explore the map. It forces you to gather the resources in the area, and then it forces you to craft and make things. Which is I think, a very smart way to do gearing and kind of tiering of levels and systems and stuff, because it's instead of getting items in the first area that you can't craft until later on, you don't have to worry about that. So you can find everything here, craft it all, then go to the next spot. So it makes it really easy to kind of level up your guys, because on top of everything, you also have a party. So these people are the people in your village that you, on all the places that you can meet and befriend, and eventually they can join you. And all these people, she doesn't have anything. She does. They have equipment and stuff that you have to craft, so they can die in battle. They don't die like forever, but they can be downed in like boss fights and stuff. So you want to get them geared out. You also want to level them up in a relationship sense, so they get more skills to use during a fight. So you can find, this is kind of all the people in the game. I haven't met these people yet. I'm about to. But you can kind of come in here and I'll show you all the stuff that they like and all the dating sim stuff. So it's really, really fun. You find their preferences, whatever. And then you come in here and you see the levels. You see, okay, he gets an attack boost. He gets this skill. You get this recipe. You get this. You get this skill. So the more you engage with the person, the more they will give you in battle. This is my girlfriend. She has magic, so she has all these buffs and all these things because I've leveled her up, because I've engaged with her the most. But it's also just encouraging to do it to other people. And what I actually really like about the game is the writing is like pretty, it's not like amazing, but it's decent. It's funny. It's really just kind of comfy, and the story's not bad. It's engaging enough. And I really like that, where it's not like I have to be so engaged, but it's like I can just kind of be sitting around watching the story and have fun. But then you talk to the characters, and the characters themselves are so unique and they're written really well. And it's fun. And also, to kind of highlight a thing I talked about in the Discord, is all the eligible people that you can date look like adults, which is awesome, which is not the norm for most of these games. But everyone looks like an adult, which is cool. And I'll see who's in the village. I'll go talk to someone. But the social system is like really in depth too. It's kind of fun. I'll talk to him. Let's see, let's hang out. You get these options every day with each person. So you can invite them to go out to eat. You can share a parasol if you want to. You can poke fun. This is my favorite one. Poke fun is my favorite. I need JJ to watch. JJ, are you watching?
I'm watching.
This is my favorite one. So poke fun. Look. Oh man, it didn't do it because he's mad. His level went down.
Oh no!
Way to go. Way to go.
So you can decrease stats with people if you do something that they don't like. Poke fun literally shows you walking up to them in a first-person view, and you poke them on their face.
Amazing! Wow, I love how they just walk right through him.
Yeah. Wait, I can poke fun at him.
Let's do it.
Or we can take a nap together if you want.
Okay.
Let's see. He didn't like it either.
Wow.
Everyone just hates you.
Yeah.
So we talked. I asked a couple questions about this before, but I've never played a Rune Factory game.
Yep.
But you've been behind the scenes. You've been raving about this one to us. Would this be like the good first one for me to jump into?
It's a tricky question, right? Because as a Rune Factory game, it brings everything. So the mechanics and the systems in it are not reflective of the rest of the series, right? So you know how I was talking about like the frogs, where you get your upgrades, you get your food, you get all these. So you get recipes to make food, which is a big thing in these games, making food. because that's how you heal yourself or get stat increases, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To get all that stuff in the main series game, they're from these scrolls. They're like you randomly will unlock a thing. So every day you buy these scrolls and you unlock something. In this, it's encouraged to explore the open world and find these frogs, and you get the stuff, right? So that's very different. The farming is way more. It's like on steroids essentially in this. So it's like
Sure.
it's not really reflective of the original mainline series. But if you've played farming games before and you're a nerd for farming sims and these kind of games, I think it's kind of like perfect because it's really just like it's because I play any type of these games that comes out and I'm like, this is cool, whatever. But this is the first time in a while where I felt like, okay, I actually have to think about this instead of having to just kind of go with the flow, you know? So I don't know. It could be because it's
Okay.
still a fun game, but like I think it's a lot for someone who doesn't who doesn't play these games enough or
Sure.
who doesn't play like resource management games. Like it's a lot, but I also do think that if you wanted to have a game to take slowly and kind of just take your time in, like it'd be great. It'd be a great game to just kind of chip at for like a year or whatever, right? Just for example, so the first month of the year is, the first month is spring, right? I'm like more than halfway through the story and I'm on summer 1, which is only a month. So I've kind of like sped through it. Also, yeah, here's this. You get requests and you unlock. You get the help stuff. You get to unlock stuff by doing like finding killing a thing or getting a thing, whatever. But it's a good.
This is the kind of busy quest work that I freaking love.
Yeah, there's a lot of this, and you can also do it. You can also talk to people. Hey, she likes me. That's cool. I can't date her. Her thing is blue. That means you can't date her. Oh, actually, you can date her if you buy the DLC. She's a DLC.
There you go. That's right. They
character.
just announced some DLC stuff. Yeah.
So, let me see here. Cool. Let's hang out. I'll go grab a bite to eat. Okay, well, whatever. So sometimes they'll show a cutscene. I don't know why it's not showing it, but you can also do like quests for individual people too. Like you do, let's chat.
There's so much relationship in this. It's wild.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. Let me go to bed and then I'll see if my girlfriend's here and we'll go on a date so I can show y'all what that is.
Nice house, Zach.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
I have 4 of them. I have 4 little shrines in every village, and also at the end of the day. Oh yeah, before I saved here, I died in a boss fight, so it gave me.
Hey, but you did it late. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, all the stuff you do accumulates XP. Called all-purpose XP, which you can use to level up your skills. I'll show you guys the skills after this. But you use things, you do things, you get skills in that specific area, but then you get all-purpose XP to kind of use as extra for whatever. And then you get this at the end of the day, which is like you get total housing capacity, you get shipping income, business income, villager expenses.
Oh my gosh.
You get a bunch of stuff. So there's
management. I love it. There's management. I love it.
You have to make money.
Zach pulling out the spreadsheets.
Yeah, you have to make money or your villagers get mad, and then so it's like a whole thing. Yeah, let me go find my girlfriend. You can also have kids in this game, by the way, which is crazy. My girlfriend is the god of this area.
Yeah. Okay.
There she is. She's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years old or something.
Doesn't look a day over 1,500.
Nope. So yeah, so if they have quests for you, you can do. Do you have any requests? and these requests will they'll level up their.
I love her request, by the
her
way. Planning a
stats.
little party, but have run out of alcohol to serve.
Oh yeah, she is an alcoholic. Spoiler alert.
But you can fix her.
Yeah, she let me into her house, and there's just bottles everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Let's grab a bite to eat. It didn't show a cutscene. I hate this game, dude.
Every time
I think
you're
it's
trying to
because you're
show
on
us
the
something,
stage. You're on the spot. It's a.
you're in streamer mode. They don't want you
Yeah.
streaming.
There's a so
That
you can
made
take people out to the river and to the lake to go swim,
Uh-huh.
and I did that with her, and there's they all change into their bathing suit. And there's a moment where I audibly said, "Oh my god!" Because I didn't expect it. There's a lot of jiggle going on. I was like, "Holy shit! What is this?" But yeah, I mean, this game's awesome. All the characters are sick. I love talking to everyone. Invite out to the mountains. There we go. Yay! So we're going on a date. She does a little thing, and then she's like, "I enjoy myself. But how are you holding up? Make sure you don't overdo it." And you're like, "Thanks."
Doing that, she's make sure to have a glass of water.
Yeah, she's the she's the friend you've had since you were younger. Like, she has a crush on you character. You know what? I'll show you a different. I can show you Summer Region.
I beg to differ.
I can show you Summer Region. I can't show you anything past that. Sorry. NDA, all that
Sure.
stuff. But so the Summer Region looks completely different than where we just were. And this is I designed this myself. These are houses I put down for the villagers, and then I designed this little river and some more houses, and then I put these guys down because they give a trading bonus, and the Summer Village is a trading hub, so they're kind of focused on trading. So they have a lot of shops here. They have a lot of stores and things.
You've made a very Animal Crossing style village out here.
And there's this little farm that they have. This is a villager I wish I could date, but you can't for whatever reason. I don't know.
DLC, baby. Get the goth mommy going.
Dude,
DLC.
I was like, oh, but yeah, so let's see. I saw Exagenous say something. Let's see over here. You can go over here, go to wardrobe.
Hey,
oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Rated R. Put us in the PG-13 area.
Dude, and they're just shaking around, just like, what the hell is this, dude? Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know if I can show this, but I'm gonna show it. Let's be a little risky. So there's a second kind of level here. You can fly around on a dragon in the sky, right? There's a bunch of islands you can visit.
You've collected the Dragon Balls.
It's very Skyward Sword. All these islands you can go to. You can
see that over there? You can go there.
Land here.
Yeah, that famous line.
There's different areas with different things.
There's a lot of exploration in this game.
There's a lot of shit in this game, dude. But yeah, every area has open world spots to go to, things to do, but the progression is streamlined enough. Yeah, it's awesome. I like it a lot. Definitely get it if you like these games. The Jizo statue, yeah, there's a bunch here. Let me find one. There's one around the corner. Look there.
The Jizzo statue. There we go.
The Jizzo. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys my little.
I like that. That looks like that person just tried to kill you.
Yeah,
I understand it was a
No,
canned animation, but
he's training.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I know.
So yeah, here's this village's commerce area. You have she sells, I think, she sells bread and flour and stuff. And then he sells flowers. This automatically gives me sugar every day, so you got to come empty them out. You got salt, you got soy, and then these are their houses. And then if I teleport back here, you have a place to cook.
Oh, nice.
And
there you go. Cook
you
the
can
food.
cook all the food, and it gives you like this is how you heal, or you get like mind increases or whatever. And also for combat, there is a ton of weapons you can
There's
use.
so
You
much.
have to craft. There's secondary weapons, and then skills. I forgot to. I said I'd show you, but I forgot skills. Where are they? Here. You got every weapon has its own skill tree.
Wow.
And then every sacred treasure has its own skill tree. And then social activities, self-improvement, chemistry, forging, construction, cooking, all have their own independent skill trees that you have to level up. Yeah.
This all looks incredibly neat. I will never touch this game. I am overwhelmed by this video. I'm like, no, I'm done.
It's awesome. Play it.
No.
No, I mean, like
it's not for me. But
rave reviews from Zach, and I've wanted to. I wouldn't say that I've ever wanted to dip in. I've always been Rune curious, but this one I think maybe just because visually it looks cool, and I need a little bit of. I hate to say I need a little bit of a break, but I think the way you explained this in Discord was, it's the kind of game where you can come back to it and kind of dip in, do your village stuff, do some questing, and let it sit and come back later. Yeah.
That's kind of the cool thing with like farming simulator games, or as they're called, Bokujo Monogatari is the actual genre. It's called farming life, whatever. With these games, it's like it's the Animal Crossing social stuff without being time gated by real life, right? So you can be like, I'm gonna play a week and then I'll get back to it in 2 days, whatever. So it's like it's really easy to kind of set your own like gated like periods, unless you're me and you're like, I'm gonna play a whole month in a day, whatever. But yeah, I think these games are perfect for just put like, especially Stardew. Like you just play that, you're like, okay, put it down for a week. Okay, I'll play again. Put it down, like perfect. But this one, which is why I'm kind of hesitant, because there's so much shit. You might forget something. Like, okay, do I need to put down another Daruma statue or whatever, But I don't know.